Hey there, it's Mackenzie here from Grad Jobs, coming to you from my home office. Welcome to this job search masterclass. If you're a university student or graduate and want to learn how you can land your dream job at a good company using a simple job search strategy, you're in the right place. So the good news is that getting your dream job using this job search strategy still works incredibly well. I got my first internship back in 2015 and went on to get 5 more internships and my dream graduate job at a global $30 billion revenue company called KPMG 1 year before graduating. And to this day, I've helped students and graduates across 5 countries to get more than 275 job and internship offers, and consistently at the world's best companies like Google, Deloitte, and BMW. And off the back of this strategy, my clients have secured almost every job you can think of. Jobs like data analyst, business analyst, management consultant, software engineer, IT desktop support analyst, mechanical engineer, marketing consultant, paralegal, financial analyst, electrical engineer, and even civil engineer. And I've helped students and graduates get 37 offers from the big 4 companies alone. That's PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, and EY. Get annual salary packages of more than $150,000 and even get visa sponsorship and permanent residency. But here's the bad news. The way students and graduates get jobs has changed, and unfortunately, most people, yourself included, are using an old, outdated, and ineffective job search strategy that doesn't work very well anymore. And since this new job search strategy that we're using is working so incredibly well right now, I'm going to break it all down for you in this video so you can implement this for yourself. So let's jump into it. So there are 3 things that we're going to be covering in this short masterclass training video today. In part 1, we'll have a look at the broken job search strategy you're likely using. In part 2, we're going to dive in to the 3 job search mistakes you're likely making and look at why this broken strategy doesn't work very well. And in part 3, I'll show you how we help our clients to fix all of this and exactly how to implement my simple but highly effective job search strategy. Now, we're pretty much going to dive straight into this, but I do think that it's important first that you actually know this stuff is working and has helped other people in your situation. So check this out. Here's a LinkedIn post I did the other day. It's a picture of me outside of KPMG. This is where my career started all those years ago. And fast forward to today, this is a picture of me in my home office representing the new Grad Jobs t-shirts. And at the point here, this point, I've helped students and graduates to secure over 275 offers, and my clients are loving it. I've got tons of glowing LinkedIn recommendations, as you can see here, just scrolling through to show you the scale of this, how many people really just are getting their dream jobs and are loving it. And I've got plenty of video testimonials and interviews on my YouTube channel. Clients are consistently getting offers, often more than one every single week. And at the time of recording this video, I've worked with every client until they get an offer. And the top 20 fastest got offers within around 30 days. And in case you've only just heard of me, I'm not new to this. I've been doing this for years. I've got about 13,000 LinkedIn followers now, and I've been invited to speak and attend quite a few university and community events. And professionally, I was promoted to a senior consultant at KPMG, managing small teams for big clients within around 18 months. And I've got experience hiring and managing teams of over 20 people at $20 million funded companies. And I've helped all sorts of people too. I've helped people who don't have any work experience. I've helped people who are international students. I've helped people who don't speak English that well. And I've helped people with low grades, you name it. Here's one of my clients, Rutha. She completed her master's degree and is now a data analyst in the government sector. She got her first offer within 3 months and ended up getting 2 dream offers in total. So she actually had to turn one down. And we helped her negotiate a nice salary increase too. I just recently interviewed her for the podcast and she's loving her job. Here's Yasmin. She completed her IT Masters and is now a business analyst. She secured her first offer within a couple of months of joining the coaching program and ended up securing 7 job offers in total after working with us. I just interviewed her as well for the podcast. She's loving the role. Here's Fairuz. She's a graduate civil engineer. She got her dream job at her dream company, and she tried to get in for about 3 years before joining the program unsuccessfully. And after joining, she got the offer within a couple of months. Here's Brooke. He's a corporate finance consultant at a prestigious boutique consultancy. He got his dream job. I also interviewed him on the podcast. He's loving it. And I believe he got his offer before graduating as well. Here's Matthew. I helped him get a few internship offers, and then his dream job at Deloitte in technology and strategy consulting before graduating. And here is Karen. She secured her dream job at Deloitte as well in audit, having come from an accounting background. She got an offer within 39 days of joining the program. And there are many more stories just like these, but let's jump in and talk about the broken job search strategy that used to work and doesn't work so well anymore. So this is the old and broken job search system you're probably using. There are 4 key elements. Most students and graduates start by trying to find job adverts. They open up a job site like Seek or LinkedIn and search for whatever job adverts they can get their hands on. Next, people build a copy-paste, usually boring, resume or CV. They grab a free template from the internet or get help from the university careers team. They don't think too hard about it and just chuck on their degree and any experience they have. Nobody really shows them how to do it properly, but they might check with their friends quickly to see if it's okay. They then go to the job advert, fill in the application and hit submit. Usually they just put whatever answers in that they can think of, not too much effort. They give it a crack, cross their fingers, hope and pray that they get an interview or a phone call. But most of the time, unfortunately, they don't hear back or they get rejected. They get that dreaded email that another candidate has been selected and they don't know why. And if they're lucky, they might get a phone call or maybe an interview. And at this point, people get so excited. They think to themselves, this could be it. This could be the one. And they do a bit of preparation, maybe research the company a little bit. And then when they get into the interview, they get hit with questions they were never expecting. They get nervous and they don't perform very well. And lo and behold, they get rejected from the interview as well. And at this point, they have to start again from scratch. They have to try and get more interviews once again. And getting a job using this approach starts to feel impossible. It feels that no matter how many hours you put in, no matter how hard you try, you just can't get enough interviews. And if you can get them, it's hard to perform well enough in those interviews. And then doubt starts to kick in and you start to wonder, will I ever get this job? And it's not your fault. The system is failing you. Things shouldn't be this way. Hardworking, qualified students and graduates who can contribute tons of value to society shouldn't have to waste so much time and talent trying to get jobs using an ineffective strategy. You've invested tons of time and money into a degree, sometimes 50 to 150,000, and you've invested 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 years into a degree. Maybe you've even relocated for your degree. And you think this should help you get a job pretty easily, but it doesn't. Everyone has a degree these days. It doesn't set you apart anymore. And yes, your university should help you to get into the job market, especially as that's the whole point of getting a degree. There's no point having a silly piece of paper with your degree on it hanging in your house if you can't get a good job, a career, a way of earning a good salary, a way of living a fulfilling life that you're proud of, a career that makes a difference in the world. But based on a recent survey I did on LinkedIn, 85% of students and graduates felt that their university didn't give them enough job search support. They felt alone. So let's dive in to understand what are the 3 big mistakes you're probably making when using this job search strategy and why this approach isn't working for you. Let's go. The first big mistake most people make is to suffer from job advert addiction. I guess that around 95% of students and graduates only focus on advertised jobs. However, about 50% of the jobs my clients get are never advertised. They're completely hidden. This means that most people are focusing on a small percentage of jobs, which means there's huge competition. And I'm sure you've seen jobs with 100, if not 200 applications. One of my clients, Brian, said he went up against more than 10,000 applicants to get his job at PwC. And by just going for advertised jobs, this also means you're only seeing a small percentage of jobs available, which means if you're applying for jobs, they may not even really fit with your skill set and goals. This reduces the chance you'll get an offer. And even if you do get an offer, it might not be the right job. So if you're only going for advertised jobs and not hidden jobs, which I'll talk about soon, you're shooting yourself in the foot. The second big mistake you're probably suffering from is weak marketing disease. Most students and graduates don't know how to market themselves. As an employee, you are essentially selling your time and expertise as a subscription fee almost to companies to help them solve their problems. That's what they pay you for. So you have to think like a marketer or a salesman. You have to market yourselves to companies, because it does not matter if you are the best candidate in the entire world for this job you want, you still won't get it. Why? Because it's the best marketed candidate that gets the job, not the best one. And as a student or graduate, this means having a powerful resume or CV and a LinkedIn profile, because let's face it, this is the new resume, powerful applications and powerful interviews. But sadly, most students and graduates have terrible marketing, and to their surprise, they don't hear back. And the third big mistake is that most people are suffering from zero attention fever. What do I mean? I mean, most students and graduates are hiding at home behind their computer screens and just submitting application after application online. But they forget that behind these job adverts are companies, and behind these companies are real people. And within every company, people are the ones who actually make the hiring decisions. Yes, there are applicant tracking systems that filter your applications, sometimes automatically, but in the end, it's people who are going to make the decision, and these people need to know you exist and like you to even consider making you a job offer. Without attention from these people, it's impossible to get the job you want. And there are many more mistakes students and graduates are making, but these are the three big ones. And obviously, why would you continue with this ineffective strategy? It's not getting results. A lot of people make excuses for themselves when things don't work out. They say things like, there are no jobs, or the jobs require too much experience, or international students can't get jobs, or it's impossible for me to get a good graduate job. But the actual issue is that students and graduates are using a broken job search strategy that's not in line with the times. Times are changing and people aren't keeping up. I've spoken to hundreds and hundreds of students and graduates who are using the exact job search strategy that I'm talking about, the broken one. And of course, they can't get enough interviews and they can't get the jobs they want. And sadly, some spend months or even years wasting their time and spinning their wheels because they can't get a job in their field. And for every month that someone wastes looking for a job, they're effectively losing $5,000 or more, because if they had a good job, they would be earning this much per month, if not more. And it's a heartbreaking, time-wasting process. And it's even worse when they start seeing their friends getting good jobs, moving ahead, and even getting promotions before they can even get their first job in their field. And sadly, some people even give up and go back to working their part-time, casual retail, hospitality, or warehouse job just to pay the bills. And if this happens, the big investment of time and money they've invested into their degree is essentially wasted, and sadly, they still have to pay back their big student loan. Anyway, that's what's not working. Now let me show you what is working. Let me show you how to implement my simple and effective job search strategy. Now you can see with this new strategy, a couple of things have changed. The first thing is we don't want to just search for job adverts, because like I said, so many jobs are never going to be advertised. So instead, we first figure out which jobs, teams, and companies we're a good fit for first and want to work for. It doesn't matter if they're advertised or not. So we start off by finding the right company or organization. Next, we build a resume or CV that markets us well. We usually go for simple resumes, ideally one page, that clearly articulates the value we bring to the organization and shows that we meet the needs of the specific team and organization. Therefore, when decision makers see our resume, CV, or LinkedIn, we look like the perfect fit, the perfect solution to their problems. And yes, you will have to change your resume depending on the job, because different jobs have different requirements. Once you get this right, we go to the next stage. Here's the next big difference. We still do apply online if there is a relevant job that we're a good fit for. And if this is the case, we'll put in the effort to ensure that every part of the application is high quality and we look like an excellent fit. We also have a specific strategy we follow to do this and to ensure that the company actually sees our application. But it doesn't matter if the job is advertised or not, because we can still get an offer there, a hidden job. How? Through building relationships with the right people. If we can get to know people at the organization, they like us and they trust us, and we're a good fit for the job opportunities that may arise there, then job opportunities will arise, guaranteed. Typically, it starts with an email or LinkedIn message to the person. And then if you play your cards right, this will progress to a phone call or even a coffee chat or video call. And if done right, and there's a job opportunity at the time, then this can progress straight to an interview, and in some cases, straight to a job offer. For example, one of my clients, Harmon, she got a job offer at her dream company in cybersecurity within 17 days of joining our coaching program. The decision maker at the organization was so impressed with her marketing, especially the LinkedIn, that they asked her to have a chat at the office and then made her an offer on the spot. So once you can do this correctly, you can generate interviews at the companies you like on demand. And the last step is to ace the interview. To do this, you need to put in the work. If we can ace every interview, then we only need a handful of interviews, maybe even one, to get your dream job. To do this, we need to build rapport with the hiring manager and interviewers. We need to predict what questions will be asked. We need to prepare proven and strong answers for these questions. We need to be ready for unexpected questions. And ideally, we get interview coaching and a lot of practice to ensure that we're performing very, very well. And if you can do all of these things correctly, you'll be able to predictably secure interviews and then ace the interviews to secure offers from your dream companies. And this strategy is incredible. It works like clockwork when done correctly. And obviously I teach my clients exactly how to do all of this in a lot of detail and provide templates, scripts, support, process maps, and coaching to help them get amazing results. And we have all the resources you could possibly need to get your dream job. On top of that, clients get access to our high-performing community, so they can interact with our successful clients, many of which are working at top companies and may have already got the jobs you want. So now we've covered the broken job search strategy, the 3 big mistakes you're likely making, and how to implement my highly effective job search strategy. So now, I guess you have 2 options. These are your 2 options, and I would love to be involved in the second option. The first is you can continue to do all of this job searching on your own through the trial and error approach. If you're doing the job search on your own, your only option really is to try stuff, fail, try stuff again, and then fail again until hopefully you learn how to get the result that you want. If you go this way, it can feel like you're spinning your wheels, wasting a lot of time, not getting the results you want, not getting enough interviews, like you're wasting a lot of money, and like you don't have a clear plan of action, and like you're not sure how to reach your goals. And you can just continue doing that if you want, but it might not be so fun. Given we spend about 50% of our time awake on this planet in a job, and having a good job and career will basically dictate how your entire life will look, from your financial security to your earning potential to how much time you have to spend with your family to your feeling of fulfillment and happiness. Why leave something like this, your career, up to chance? Why not give it everything you've got to make sure you can get the best possible outcome? If this sounds good and like you, then there is another option. You can follow a proven process, get proven resources, and get expert support and coaching. So you can skip the trial and error process and likely save a lot of time, heartache, and money. For example, if you can get a job even 3 months quicker following a proven process, you could save up to $15,000 in lost income, if not potentially more. And if you want to follow a proven process for getting your dream job, There are 4 things that you need to succeed. You need to know the right things to do. You need to know exactly how to do them. You need to know the right order to do them in. And you need accountability and coaching to ensure you're doing everything correctly. So if you look back over the past 3, 6, or 12 months and you're not where you want to be in your career, I want to invite you to book a completely free job strategy call with me or my team. Now, there's a button below or around this video that you can click to do so, and we're waiting to have a chat with you about your job search strategy and about your goals to see if we can help and our coaching program is a good fit. Here's what we're going to cover and what's going to happen on that job strategy call. First, we'll get to know about you and your situation. Believe it or not, this model isn't perfect for everyone. For some people, it's not a good fit, but for other people, it's a perfect fit. And because we only take on people we know are a good fit and are confident they can get amazing results, we have an amazing track record with client results. So we've got to figure out where you're at and if this is actually something that would be advantageous for you. Second, we'll help you identify where and why you're currently stuck. Then we'll help you decide on your goals and create a plan of action to achieve them. So regardless of whether we talk about our coaching program or not, you'll leave with a great clarity around this whole job search strategy. But then lastly, if it feels like a good fit and you'd like to know more, we can let you know how we can support you further. We do have a coaching program. I've taken my clients through this process, around 200 so far, and I can literally give you the exact step-by-step instructions, all the templates, scripts, etc. you need. We can show you how to implement it end to end. We can help you with finding the right opportunities, building out your marketing, your resume, your CV, and your LinkedIn, and any other required documents such as your cover letter or applications. We help you with your interviews and your assessment centers. We help you with building relationships with decision makers at your dream companies. We even help you with networking and with troubleshooting any issues along the way. We're here to support you throughout the entire process. And we give you access to our high-performing community where you can interact directly with our super successful clients. We have everything that you could possibly need to make this strategy work. And the free call is where it all started for my successful clients. Clients like Tommy. Tommy's currently a junior advertising strategist at a company called The Royals, a company with clients like Spotify, Google, and Mercedes. Tommy secured 3 graduate jobs shortly after graduating and had to turn 2 of them down. This job that he got was completely hidden and through a relationship. And here's Divyan. He secured an electrical project engineer job pretty fast. He was selected out of about 400 applicants, and also potentially because he built quite a good relationship with the decision maker. Here's Eamon. Eamon got offers from Google and Amazon before graduating, and now he's working as a business analyst at EY Port Jackson Partners. Here's Lakshita. She's a consultant with Deloitte, and she got her dream job in consulting by building a relationship with one of the decision makers. She then got referred directly for a position, and we worked really hard together on the interviews and case studies, of which there were 4 rounds, but she eventually got the offer in the end. And here's a deal. He got 2 amazing offers and now works as a UX UI designer for a really cool sports tech company. And here's Kim. Kim secured 2 offers before graduating. He was flown around the entire country for interviews, and he ended up accepting one of those offers as an analyst with the Department of Treasury and Finance. The list goes on, and these are real people from all different types of backgrounds and degrees. You can go and check these out on my LinkedIn profile and my YouTube channel. And it all starts with a chat with me or my team. So here's what you need to do. If you're interested in having a chat with me or my team, we would absolutely love to speak with you. There's a button below or around this call that will take you to a page where you can see our calendar. We've got some space open for the next few days, so book a slot that works best for you. We're going to dive deep into your job search and your goals, find the problems, and help you fix them. And as you book your call, there'll be a form with a couple of questions. Go ahead, fill out the form, and that gives us a chance to get to know you, your career goals, and your situation a little better so that we can hit the ground running on the call. That form is so important. So if you book a call without filling it in properly, we will unfortunately and regrettably have to cancel that call and open it up for someone else who is willing to fill that out and let us get to know them a little better. So go ahead, click that button below, book the call, fill out that application form, and we cannot wait to talk more. Maybe you felt it right now, my energy, my passion, this topic, I live and breathe it, and that is going to continue onto this call with me or my team. I cannot wait. Click the button below, book your call, and we'll speak to you very, very soon. Thank you for your time. See you later.